Right then guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you guys all enjoyed the weekend. If you're a Newcastle fan, I'm sure you did. It's always nice waking up on a Monday after 3 points at the weekend. Still slightly hungover from the Saturday night of celebrating. It's killing me, this 4 wins in 5. Celebrating every one of them, but you've got to. It's been absolutely fantastic right now. Normally, I would do this type of video tomorrow for 2 and Tuesdays, but I've got something a little bit different planned for tomorrow's video. So be sure to look out for that. 4 o'clock, same time as today. Hopefully it'll be a good one. So today, we are going to be doing the recap on the Brentford game. We are going to be talking a little bit more about Eddie Howe, about the Fraser masterclass that was the game against Brentford, and we'll also touch on to the Brighton game coming up this weekend, the busy schedule that we're moving into, which again Eddie Howe has also spoken about. There is a lot going on right now, and there's a lot of good stuff going on the pitch right now. I said in my review yesterday that when the lineups came out and there was no Saint-Max, I was a little bit concerned, to be honest, because Murphy wasn't that great in the last game. Chris Wood is still getting his feet under the table, but Fraser, my God, that man has had a complete transformation under Eddie Howe. He actually came out and did his post-match interview where he basically spoke about the fact, I think it was, how can I basically slate Steve Bruce as much as possible without saying the word Steve Bruce. He just went on to continually say how much better Eddie Howe has been for this club in every single way, shape or form, to be honest. So it was great to hear him speak. You know, you think about when we brought him in, you know, on a free, you know, to link up with Callum Wilson, and I'm thinking, hang on, we've got a good one here. And he was just an absolute shadow of what a player I think we all knew he could be. So for him to come out and, you know, and it's not just the Brentford game, he's been basically, you know, since Eddie Howe's came in, we've seen him getting more and more game time. Eddie Howe is clearly a fan of this guy. You can clearly see he's got a lot to give. And for him to come out, you know, with a man of the match performance against Brentford was fantastic. Again, I will add, it always helps when the opposition get themselves a man sent off after 10 minutes. You know, that's always going to help, especially a Brentford side who have got 1 point in the last 8 games. You know, they were not on good form. We were. But, you know, you can only beat what's in front of you. I did still think it was going to be a tough game, just off the fact that Brentford know how crucial the points were to them as well. And as I say, they got a man sent off, and once that had happened, we had all the possession. We had all the shots. We're just waiting to see who can put that ball in the net. I've already spoken about, you know, the signings of Matt Targett, Dan Burn, you know, just so solid and composed, and Targett was phenomenal again. You know, I think again they only had 10 men. We had a lot more space, and absolutely no disrespect to like other left backs that we've got, like Paul Dummett, for example. Obviously, he's very defensive. He's not necessarily, he's very good defensively, I will add. But going forward, he doesn't always add as much as we like. You know, having a player like Targett who can literally run like from up and down the pitch the way he did, linking up with Fraser, getting the ball in. We'll cross the ball in a lot against Brentford. And I actually thought, is that our game plan today? Because we want to try and get Chris Wood on the score sheet. It was Joe Linton who put it in the back of the net. And it's funny as well, because it was just literally last week I was talking about the fact where I was on a podcast and they were saying, you know, what do we think of Joe Linton? And I basically came out and said he's reborn, he's been fantastic, he's getting so much plaudits for his defensive work. We now need to see maybe some attack in return. Can Eddie Howe ask a little bit more of him going into the box? You know, what happens next? He literally goes and scores in the next game. So absolutely buzzing for Joe Linton. I mean, that's absolutely it. And Willock again, 2 goals and 2 for him. You know, he, especially against West Ham, he was the player, he was bringing the ball out. He was trying to create the opportunities. And he was doing more of the same against Brentford. And it's great to see both him and Joe Linton getting on the score sheet. Second half again was very stretched. It was similar to the way the West Ham game ended, where basically we kind of had the points. Although Fraser, was it Fraser or someone came out and said that basically at half time, Eddie Howe didn't say, right, shut up shop, let's finish this one 2-0. He went out and said, let's go out there, let's make it 3-4, 5-0, which we didn't quite do, but The point is, we scored 2, we got 3 points, we stretched the game out as much as possible. They were a man down, we made it hard for them to have any chance of really getting back in that game, and we took 3 points. And as I say, that is 3 wins in 4, 4 wins in 5, now 7 games undefeated for the first time in the Premier League in over 10 years. I mean, it just really shows you what fantastic form we're on now. I think, is it Liverpool's the only side ahead of us in recent form in the whole league? So we're basically playing like top 2 form in the Premier League now, which is, it's just mental, to be honest. You know, to think that it wasn't even that long ago we were still struggling to scrape a point on the board. If you think about the fact that Brentford haven't won a game now in 8 or 9 matches, but have still won 6 all season. Newcastle have only won 5 all season, so we've won 1 less game than them, but we've won 4 out of those 5 in the last 5 games. So it just shows how quickly things have turned around for us recently, and it's all come at a good time as well, because if you look down the bottom there, Brentford can't find a win, Leeds are having a terrible time at the moment, but Norwich have won a few, Burnley have won more than a few. Burnley are winning a few games right now. I think Watford picked up a win not too long ago as well. So we really are finding form just at the right time. And it's before we go into quite a congested period of fixtures as well. So I mentioned that Eddie Howe has come out and spoken about the congestion of all these games. And to be honest, it is a nightmare, but I think it's a nightmare that everybody's having. What I do think is a joke is that we do play Brighton this weekend, that I will talk about in a moment. But going past that, it then goes into Southampton on a Thursday night away from home. I mean, all of these poor people who bought their tickets for the Southampton game, lost all their money on the trains. Let's make it easier for them. Let's put it on a frickin' Thursday night. Having to travel all the way down there is ridiculous. Then we've got a game that Sunday. Then we've got Everton on the Thursday night. And then we've got Crystal Palace at home. So it is 4 games in 2 weeks. I just think why we're doing Thursdays, Sundays, why we're putting a game on that's that far away on a Thursday night is just totally mad. But anyway, sticking with this week, Brighton at home on Saturday, back at St James's Park again. Looking forward to it. I think we've got a real good chance of getting another 3 points. I think I would back us to beat anyone right now, to be honest, the way that we're playing. And Brighton themselves are another team who have, well, to be honest, have had a decent season. They're sitting, is it 9th or 10th? I probably should have checked that before I started. Have generally done all right this season. They're drawing a lot of games, to be honest, and their recent form hasn't been good. I think they've lost the last 3 games in a row. If I'm not wrong, they lost 2-0 against Villa at the weekend, and then before that they lost 3-0 against Burnley. Again, another side trying to fight to stay in the league this season. So I'm definitely looking at it as a chance for us to pick up another win. And when you're hearing people like Ryan Fraser and the players coming out and talking about how high the morale is and how high the confidence is right now, and then to actually back it up and prove it on the pitch again. You know, Brentford were 10 men, but playing a West Ham side who are fighting for Champions League football and getting a really good draw there, along with the wins that we had previous to that. I think we've been on really good form, and I'm hoping, you know, Fraser can come out and have a game like he did again. I said at the start of this video, you know, I was worried to go into that game without Saint-Max. The players well and truly proved me wrong on that one. I'm still waiting for Wood to step up and get a ball in the net. But you know, when you've got players like Willock, who are really playing some good attacking football, and even Joe Linton pitching in as well. Having said that, I do still hope that Saint-Max is back this weekend. I think if we're able to have him and Fraser on the 2 separate wings, and you know, if we can keep putting the ball in, maybe we can try and get Chris Wood that goal. Be sure to let me know your thoughts down below on the Brentford game, on what Fraser has come out and said about Steve Bruce and Eddie Howe, what your score prediction is going in to Brighton this weekend. It feels like ages away yet, but I'm sure it'll creep up pretty quickly. As I say, video tomorrow 4 o'clock, so if you're not subscribed, get those notifications on. Tomorrow should be a good one, and it is starting to rain, so I think I'm going to go back inside now. But thank you for watching, as always, keeping the hype running for Newcastle with what has been a great run of form. Videos this week, as I say, good one tomorrow. It'll be Premier predictions on Wednesday, and then the usual stuff through till the weekend, and all the vlogs at the weekend for the game as well. Alright guys, enjoy your Monday, enjoy your week. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.